Welcome to Brown Betty's, your one-stop shop for brown girls in color. Alright guys, so this tutorial today is going to be all about eyeshadow. So of course we're going to have the brows already done. I'm going to be priming my face with a Smashbox primer. And now, to even out my skin tone and to give myself a nice clean blank canvas, I'm going to be color correcting with the MAC Prep and Prime pen in the color Peach Luster. As you can see, I'm just going to be applying that product on the dark areas of my face. So that's around my mouth and the areas around my eyes. I have really dark circles around my eyes, and anywhere you might have hyperpigmentation where they might be a little darker than the rest of your face is. And we're going to blend that out with a sponge just to make this face a nice, clean, even tone to begin with. Now on to the main event. The first product we'll be using on the eyes is going to be a MAC paint pot in the color Painterly. Now this is going to act as our eyeshadow base. An eyeshadow base is extremely important, especially on a bright eye look. It's also very important when applying eyeshadow as a dark-skinned woman to apply a base or a primer to the lid before we apply the actual shadow, the actual color we want. If you really want it to show through, even if you're using a light color, a primer is recommended. Now my eyeshadow base is applied very thin, maybe a little thicker towards the bottom of my lid, because that's where I want my color to really concentrate at, and the edges are really blended out with my fingertips. Okay, so now I'm using a Prestige eyeliner pencil in the color Magnetic, and I'm just carving out exactly where I want my crease shadow to begin and my lid shadow to begin. So I'm just carving out exactly where I want things to start and end. Now I'm just going to take a small shader brush and blend in the eyeliner. I'm going to blend it into the crease really well. For eyeshadow, we're going to be using the 35 color Glam palette from Morphe brushes. Now you see the purple that we're going to be using, it's matte and it is quite vibrant. And we're just going to be concentrating that color into the crease area of the eyelid in a back and forth sweeping motion. Now I'm going to be going in with a more lighter purple pink, and we're going to continue to concentrate that as well into the crease area of the eye. You might say, why am I adding more color? You add color upon color to create definition and to create dimension within the eye look. You don't want it to look like one solid color. You'd like it to look like a prism of colors, meaning it goes from light to dark or dark to light. So that's why you add colors on top of colors, to create a dimension, to create a more detailed eye look. going to take a larger shader brush with absolutely no product on it, and we're just going to blend out the edge of the shadow we already placed. We don't want it to look like a harsh line, so we're just going to blend that out so it goes deeper into the skin where you can't see where it begins and where it ends. Now I'm applying another color, another purple, but this purple itself is more of a iridescent metallic-y purple, and we're applying that just on the edges of that crease, once again to create the dimension that we're looking for. Back in with that fluffy brush with no product at all added to the brush. For this look, once we have our crease shadow placed, now we're going to go back in with the eyelid. We're going back in with our base, the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly, and we're going to apply that base again to the eyelid. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because whatever shadow we decide to put on the eyelid, once again, we really want it to pop. So now the shadow that we're going to begin with putting on the eyelid is a white shadow from the Morphe Brushes palette. We're just going to be applying that with a flat brush. Once that shadow is applied, we're going to go back in with our shader brush, and we're going to make sure that those two colors meet seamlessly. So we're going to back and forth swipe and blend them into one another. For some eyeliner, due to this being a dramatic eye look, we're going to go on heavy with the eyeliner. My biggest tip I would give anyone for eyeliner is to start very close to the lash line. Now we're going to be using a beautiful loose glitter. This glitter is a lilac-y purple. It's very beautiful. Now how do we use the glitter? I'm going to be taking my MAC Mixing Medium, and I'm going to apply that to a NYX glitter eyeliner applicator, and I'm just going to go from the Mixing Medium into the glitter and then onto my eye. I'm going to be applying this glitter right above, tracing the eyeliner we already applied. Now to mimic the method on the bottom, we're going to go in on that lower lash line with the lightest color of the pinks that we used, the pinky purples that we used, and then we're going to shade that out at the edges of the eye with the darker purple that we used. This step is also quite essential when creating a dramatic eye look, to make sure that we do not skimp on applying product to the lower lash line. It completes the eye, it gives it a full, complete look. time, we're going to be using some mascara. I believe this is the Better Than Sex Mascara by Too Faced, and we are going to be applying double coats of that. I like to apply the first coat, then I let it dry, do some other makeup, come back and do another coat. And just because I don't wear falsies, I really like to pack on that mascara. Now you see how we have the black eyeliner on the top? We want to complete that look with another black liner on the bottom lash, just so it looks like they all go together. That whole little black line on the top and the bottom. We're going to be using a MAC eye pencil in the color Smolder, and what I'm doing right now is going on the bottom lash line as well as the tight line. As you can see the difference from one eye to the other when you do decide to line that lower lash line as well as the top. Okay, so now we're going to take the glitter and line the lower lash line as well. Glitter always adds to a dramatic eye. If you want to do something dramatic and really stand out-ish, girl, just add some glitter. So I'm going to line that lower lash line with glitter just like we did the top. Okay guys, so that's going to do it for this tutorial. I hope you guys learned something and I was able to assist. The biggest key to doing dramatic eyeshadow is to just not be afraid. Use any color you feel you want to try, use glitter, and just have fun.